Welcome back to Let the Quran Speak. This is our question and answer session. If you have any questions, you can visit our website at www.quranspeaks.com. Brother Shabir, the question today, the first one at least, is dealing with this idea that when humans were created, angels accused humans of being very violent and they'll create bloodshed. Yet God put us on earth anyways, and He said He knows better. But we're doing exactly that. We are creating mischief. We're involved in bloodshed all across the world. So it doesn't make sense why we're put down here.
Yes, it would seem that the angels were saying, what they were saying seemed to be true. Human beings are capable of a lot of violence. They've been shedding blood and creating mischief on earth. But what God said is also true. God knows what the angels do not know. God has a special plan for human beings. And the main objection from the side of the angels was, why are you going to create human beings who are going to do all of these, whereas we're always devoted to you, always serving you and glorifying you? Well, the answer seems to be, the answer is not spelled out actually in the Quran, but it seems to me that what God was hinting at is that human beings are given knowledge. That part of it comes out in the story. Human beings are taught things which the angels do not know. One might have had this simple idea that human beings are just simply given by God, like this specific. You call this thing that. So God taught Adam all the names. But it seems more than this, that God equipped human beings with the ability to develop knowledge on their own, to learn, to discover, and to grow in this way. And this now sets off human beings as very different from the angels, whereas the angels are mostly mechanical. I don't mean that spirits are mechanical, but their response is more automatic, and that they serve God automatically. Whereas human beings now have to think and reflect and decide, do we want to serve God or not? And when the human being decides to serve God, that decision is actually worth more than the automatic obedience of God. So even though not all human beings obey God, not all of the time, those who do choose to obey God are obeying God at a level that the angels are not capable of doing, because this is a deliberate and choice obedience as opposed to an automatic one.
Now, our second question today is dealing with this idea that in the Quran it says that everybody was gathered and we made a covenant with God. Now, we don't remember that covenant, so how can we be expected to live up to such a covenant?
This is specifically mentioned in Surah 7 in verse number 172, but I don't believe that this is actually referring to a past event prior to the creation of human beings or prior to sending all human beings on earth. It seems that it happens in each individual case. When a person is created, when a person is coming into the world, a person is coming with that realization. It's being described in a way here that one can picture everybody in the plane, God asking them, everybody responding at once. But it looks like it's happening in the case of every individual. They start off with the primordial faith, then they have to decide whether to stick with it or not.
So how are we supposed to know what this covenant is, though?
Well, of course, it's built into our system. We don't remember that it is there, but our system is so constituted that it will naturally be inclined towards the service of God. But if a human being himself develops in a different way, then the human being is responsible for that. That's the whole point of this drama, to say that you as a human being are responsible for the way you are if you have decided to turn away from God. But God created you in such a way that had you remained like that, you would continue to be a good servant of God.
Thank you, Brother Shabir.
You're welcome.
That brings us to an end. If you have any questions, any comments, please visit our website. Until next week, peace be with you.